Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
This is the last time.
Finale.
It's been, what, a year, and we started in, like, March, April, May, June, July. It's been like, almost a year and a half exactly.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wild.
Very wild. I'm a little upset, too. It's going to be weird not being like, oh, we have to watch Lucifer this week.
I know. I'm very intrigued as to how they're planning on ending this.
I know, me too. I mean, it's called Partners Till the End. That makes me think it's gonna have to have some kind of happy ending. There's no way.
They're not ending it on a sad note. That would be ridiculous.
Jerry's a piece of shit.
I thought he was going to prove us wrong.
Well, he has 53 minutes and 24 seconds to do that. So,
I'm with you on that one, pal. I'm with you. But I don't know. I don't know what you do. I'm still a little confused how he would have captured Rory. So, like, I do think she is somewhat involved. And then I think that plays into what we said. That
we just talked about it after we finished the last one. You know, we took a break in between the two, obviously. But, like, we were talking about it. I think our initial point might have been right.
Yeah.
A couple episodes ago, because we essentially said the reason why Chloe specifically didn't tell her. I mean, there could be something to that where Chloe didn't tell her because she was she had a part in why he disappeared. Now, granted, I still don't understand how Chloe would have known that if it didn't happen yet, but maybe they'll explain that, or if we're right, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, well, because they tried explaining it how that if he sticks around, she disappears, right? I guess the hatred for him would disappear.
I don't think they explicitly said that.
Didn't she say that? I thought Rory said that.
I don't remember.
Because then Chloe was just like, oh, well, maybe...
Well, neither of them talked like they knew what... Neither of them had knew for sure how it was, you know?
True.
So...
I don't know.
I say we just
Let's
watch
do it
and get it over with.
Let's do it!
Knock my socks off, Jerry.
How can Lumek have Rory? You said Dan was in his body.
Apparently not anymore. How did he even get his hands on her? She's an angel.
Half angel.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Half human. She has all your celestial abilities, but she has all of my human vulnerabilities.
Look, you were the one saying I always have a choice, and you're right. We both know the only choice I would ever make is to try and save our daughter.
Me too.
Can't talk her out of this one, pal.
So then we both go. Partners to the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right?
Get out of the way early. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
You two partners. Gotta clear that up.
You're infamous in the future.
For killing the devil?
No. For choking to death on a corn dog while taking a shit. We're at 10th and Swanson. How?
Lucifer told your friend Daniel all about it.
Yes, we did know.
He did not realize I was in here.
Well, Lucifer forgot to tell you one thing.
Mon Dieu.
I was gonna say, how did he get her to begin with?
Actually, I know all about your pretty wings. Oh, don't worry. You're not just fate.
She didn't take the knife.
Well, does she have the knife?
From the wing.
I don't know if that would kill him, though, right?
Celestial. He even said it. Demon blade. Rory's wings.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm. He might cut him off.
Samsonite. I knew it started with an S,
Knew
though.
it. I did know. Swanson.
Swanson. Samsonite.
I said drop it.
Never bring a knife to a devil fight.
It's from a wing, right?
Looks like it, yep. Do you think they fully cut them off, or do you think they just plucked them from
I
them?
don't know.
Plucked their wings.
You see, I told you. Not just the bait,
I guess she doesn't have super strength, right?
but also the weapon.
Because how's she
She
still
broke
chained
out
up?
of the other ones. I don't know.
Yeah, but wasn't that from the wings, though?
Even hurt the devil himself.
Like, why can't they break out now?
You can't use me to hurt Lucifer.
Do your best to keep the man alive. As for the woman, you can kill her if you want.
Who is she? Why is she giving?
Mom! Lucifer! Stay away! Stay off my feathers!
And why are they all cool with seeing this? You know what I mean? Why aren't they freaking
Well,
out?
they're on his side. Yeah, right.
None of them have guns.
They wouldn't work on him, and
No.
they weren't expecting her to
That's
come.
true. It's a good song. And a great shot. And he's got the blade now. That Maze gave him. Oof. This is going down a lot earlier in the episode than I was expecting. I guess they're gonna have like some kind of epilogue to it, you know. Shouldn't have separated. Of course, now we're gonna be fighting in fire. Idiot. Why would you be using the crossbow? Oof.
Nice work, partner. Chloe?
Oh! Alright, it's in the shoulder.
Please go. Please
I'm gonna bring it back for you.
go.
That's a cool shot with the flames.
It's not pain you're feeling, Vincent.
Guilt.
It's guilt.
Exactly what she told you already.
If you kill me and me alone, you won't add to your torture because, well, I'm far from innocent, let's be honest, Vincent. And you'll get what you want.
Yes. Chloe? Oh no, sir.
Rory, no! Rory, no, you can't do this! No. Rory, killing him won't change what he's done, but it will change you. Once you've done this, there's no going back.
She's getting the face.
Rory. Please.
Sheesh.
That was pretty cool, though.
That's awesome. Watch out behind you. Chloe. Oh, you were definitely going to a special place of hell. Oof.
Crisis averted, right?
But if I'm still here in the past, that means that my future still happens exactly how I lived it. Which means you still abandon me. And I still get so angry that I travel back in time to confront you. The fact is that you will leave. I still don't know why.
I thought we wrapped this up, god damn it. Where's the men of God? Make the day better.
Yeah.
Like he always does.
Dan's in heaven? He had been avoiding her this whole time. What made Dan go and see her?
Oh, I did.
What did you say to him?
I just told him it's not important what you do with your time, more important who you spend it with.
He's just saying it like it's no big deal.
You got him to heaven.
Yep. Gave him his little nudge.
Lee.
I just showed him a path, or rather a door, to be precise. Like a wise therapist once said to me, I can't give you the right answers, only the right questions.
But still, Lucifer, you helped them. You helped them both.
Maybe that's the real reason I came back. In time, so you could help me.
So that you can help everyone. Every Dan down in hell who deserves another chance.
I nailed that from like the first or second season.
What?
I've been saying that for every season, that he can help people in hell, not torture them, but find a way to make up or get over their guilt and move on.
And also to rise. When he said hell no longer needs a keeper, it doesn't. It needs a healer. Chloe?
I'm gonna have to go back and check the tape, but I'm pretty sure I've said that
I
numerous
think I
times.
finally found my calling.
We can't change anything, or he might never get that idea.
But Rory,
No, but because Dad, I was one of those lost souls.
but that was my fault.
No. You said you wished you could be there for me when I needed you most. Dad, you were.
It's true.
You saved me.
I'm still a little confused as to why he can't do both.
Yeah, and he just leaves Chloe forever? What the hell?
Oh, is she leaving?
Menadeel's coming.
What's happening?
No, I think she's leaving, going back.
Oh.
I'm going back.
No,
I
please!
know you can't lie. Please, promise me.
I can't.
Give me your word.
You have my word.
Well, I love you. I love you both.
That'd be so weird, though, imagine.
Yeah.
Because then when she grows up and you're like, there you are, you're back. Finally.
Great, you scared Penelope.
Good.
Whoa. So angry on finale night.
I still don't believe he's definitely going to go for good, though.
No, why would he? That would be
I don't
stupid.
understand why she's convinced that he has to leave for good.
Isn't this a good thing that she disappeared?
Yeah, but they're upset because,
Doesn't that mean that that they changed?
well, no, she just realized he still is going to leave, you know, and not be in her life. But I just don't know why.
Yeah, what do you mean not be in Chloe's life and all this? Like, what was all this for then?
What do you mean?
I meant, like, what was all this whole relationship for? If he's just gonna leave her for the rest of her life now.
Well, that's why I don't think it's actually going to happen. Gonna miss you, Lux.
So, Lucifer Morningstar. Is that like a stage name or something?
God-given, I'm afraid. Oh, God, of course, not a man of God.
I'm so happy Amenadiel's becoming God.
Yeah, it's the right thing.
Yeah, it was.
I don't want to leave you.
I don't want you to leave either.
Is he just thinking that maybe if he does go to do it, he has to commit to it full, like, you know? Even if he gave Rory his word, can't you just not go? Or
It
do
doesn't
both?
make any sense. He wouldn't have to heal her
No, it's
If
not
he-
for her. It's to go.
Well, she said I'm one of those lost souls.
Yeah, that he did heal.
Right.
He did it already.
But
She's talking about she wants him to go down there and do
I
good for
know.
people. I just don't understand why he can't do both.
it's Menadil's job.
No, it should just be. It can be his job. Why can't he just pop up and go see
Yeah,
it?
I don't get it. If Menadil's gonna be doing both, there's no reason why he can't do both.
Play it. Yep. I was waiting for that to happen.
You know,
I think there are a few other talents I'm gonna miss a lot more.
what, like my ability to snore like an Albanian field rat?
Yeah, remember that one time when she was like, "No," she's like,
Yeah, woke herself up.
it is catchy.
Of course it is.
I don't know why. Imagine if they ended it like that. Oh
I
shit!
get to see it.
Look at
Pretty
it.
cool.
Kind of looks like Asgard a
I
little
was just
bit.
gonna say. I think I might like Asgard more.
Yes, look at him.
He looks awesome.
He looks so badass.
So badass.
I forgot he did that. That was great.
That was really great.
I want one of those shirts now.
I'll get one.
They definitely do make them, I'm
You
sure.
know they do.
I needed to see that.
This.
Yeah. He has his mug too. Pudding. It has to be pudding. Yeah. Oh, this is fantastic. This is my favorite scene so far.
Definitely.
What an awesome place they're at too.
Yeah.
I know it's in heaven, but still, it's like a treehouse. Lieutenant Decker. She finally made lieutenant. Nice. She the new detective?
Yep.
Is he there with them?
I think his wings are gonna blast out.
Yes.
See?
Right. I don't get why Lucifer can't do it. Yeah, they did. I didn't think they were actually going to. I didn't see Menadil go like that. That was my favorite scene. There she is. I forgot about her. Did you see the joy on her face? I want a spin-off show of just these two, their
Yeah.
adventures. Well, what did they tell Trixie about like what happened to Lucifer, you know?
Yeah, he didn't even say goodbye to her.
And if they know each other in the future, like how does she not see that she doesn't age?
Oh, they must have told her, like, the truth about everything.
I guess at some point, maybe. Classic maze. Don't you dare do it, Jerry. Oh, is this her on her deathbed? He's actually going to show up? Oh, it was her.
Look who's back.
Now you know why I didn't tell you.
Hi, honey. Like you once told me, I wouldn't change a thing.
It's gotta be weird for Rory though, because it's like instantaneous.
I'm gonna miss you, honey.
She'll meet up with Lucifer here, I guess.
Are you ready to go home?
He is awesome.
So awesome.
Good song. Is that where she went? Down to hell, you think? Like to be with him, obviously.
I don't understand.
Hey!
Every time I go through my hell loop, I keep making the same mistakes.
Well, that's because you're avoiding.
He's got his own office.
You need to confront it. You all do. And then even when I left,
You remember
I
this guy,
found
right?
myself in a cycle of selfishness and violence, debauchery, sex. Yeah, I mean, clearly it wasn't all bad, but the point is that with the right guidance, because if the devil can be redeemed, then anyone can.
And if you can't,
I was wondering who the other guy
shoot you in
was.
the face, put you out of your misery, no?
No, Vincent, nobody will be shooting anyone in the face. Clearly, you're going to need a little more time. That'll be the donuts. And the
I think it's
pastries.
Chloe.
C'est bon.
Hello, detective.
I thought you could use a partner.
Door closes, the episode ends. Oh, I was wrong.
I get it.
Real quick, hold on, because it's in my head fresh right now. Is it the fact that because I'm either confused or I'm right, and I'm just overthinking it? So the reason why he couldn't go back is because I guess it's just such a he has to commit like 100% to the job down there, like.
Yeah, I think it's a mix between that. It's Amenadiel coming back that throws like a real wrench into everything.
Yeah, like how come? Is it just because he's
His job is much harder. Amenadiel's job is much harder than
But is it because
Lucifer's.
he's God and Lucifer's not?
Anyway, I think it's like they were looking at it as, let's call it 50 years, right? That he's not around. But then when Chloe dies, now she's with him for all of eternity.
Mm-hmm.
And Rory could go back and forth between them. So, like, it took Rory, like, that 50 years to, without him, then travel back in time, had him heal her, and then now for the rest of her eternal life, she'll love him.
That doesn't explain why he can't stay.
It doesn't. No, I have no explanation as to why he couldn't jump back and forth.
That's what I meant.
And her pain and misery for those 50 years, spend Chloe's time on Earth with her, then spend eternity with her in hell.
That's what I mean. Like that. What I said is the only way that would make sense to me is if, like, he has to go there to
right and
commit 100%. Because that would take like you. Think how many people you'd have to talk to every day.
Yeah, but you can pick and choose. And all those people have been down there for an eternity as it's been. What's another couple?
I agree with you. I'm just saying. I'm trying to find an
1,000 years or 100,000 years. Fuck them. Not all of them are good. What's the French guy doing in there? He's a piece of shit. It was supposed to be to find like ones like Dan that didn't belong there.
No, I think he meant everyone. But like I said in the episode, I cannot wait to go back. It's going to take me a little while to find every time I said it, but I know for a fact I've been saying it numerous times since probably the first or second season that maybe it's Lucifer's job is going to end up being where he has to be a different kind of devil
instead of punishing
and try to help the people go to heaven. It's whenever he first did that. I think I forget when it was.
With the guy.
When? Who?
They said it. With
Mr. Setup, but yes, but I'm saying I'm not speaking specifically to that. I don't remember what sparked me to think that back then. Something happened in one of the seasons that gave me the idea. I just don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But I think I even said it after one of these episodes in this season too, like early on, that I was like, maybe his job does end up having to be, like,
still running hell.
Yeah, running hell, but like a different way.
Yeah, we definitely talked about like being able to change. That might have been, was that very early, or was that when he was talking about Maze taking over?
When I first said it?
No, that we had
Recently?
talked about it. Yeah,
yeah, we definitely did recently because I remember saying it. I feel like it had to be in this season, but maybe not.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. I think so. That's what I was saying. I think it was when Maze.
Or at the very end of last season, maybe.
When he wanted to be God.
Yeah.
See, you didn't get me. I knew he didn't want to be God.
No. And Amenadiel
needed to be God. He's like,
look at him.
I told you, he kept proving time and time again that he's the successor to God.
Everyone knew it.
Cry out loud.
He was just the only one that wouldn't admit it. And then I have two favorite scenes in this episode.
Dan and Charlotte.
Yes.
I forget what else you said. Hang on.
Probably the best part.
You put me on the spot here now. My mind's racing and I can't think of it.
It was semi towards the end.
Something with Amenadiel?
Kind of.
Just tell me.
That kind of gave it away by saying kind of.
My mind's racing.
When Chuck.
Oh, yeah, with his wigs. Yeah. remember when I called it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard just with the wings popping out that I didn't realize until the very end that Amenadiel went like that.
Yeah. And Linda was like mortified. I'm so happy that happened. I knew it was going to happen.
Of course. Hopefully, I'm sure people in the comments will explain it to us. If there's another reason that we just totally missed about why he just, like, more specifically, why he couldn't do both. Like, like I was saying before, maybe it's because Amenadiel could do both because he's God. Lucifer's not God, so maybe he doesn't have the ability to do that.
But Lucifer's choosing to do it. Like, it's not... Like, I get that it's his job, right? But because he wants to do it. So there's no reason why he can't come up here to celebrate birthdays and stuff, pop in for things. Just like Amenadiel is doing.
Like, all right, so let's look at it from this point of view. Like, he's doing it because she told him to give his word, but why doesn't she want him to?
Well, because he helped her, and like helps her so much. Like, she understands like things like.
Yeah, but why?
That's why he needed to be gone, because he was helping other people. So like, how could she be upset? But so she told him don't change anything. Made him promise not to change anything. But like,
so I get that
he could have not changed, and still helped all those people, and still popped back up.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what was her reasoning?
Well,
is it because she doesn't want anything to change in terms of, like, she might think that, well, I guess, all right, so it's probably this. She doesn't want him to stay, like, be able to pop in and out, because that changes, like you said, it changes not the timeline, but, like, it changes how things happen. And so she would never be upset in the future when Chloe's dying to come back.
Right. But there would also be no reason for that.
But she wouldn't know that yet.
I know, but Chloe and Lucifer would know that. Be like, oh, wait a minute. We could not give her a reason to be so full of rage and upset by me just popping in and being around.
But if she never comes back, he's never going to be doing that job in hell. Because he learned it because of her. He helped her. That's definitely what it is.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
True.
He would have never got that job. Like, she even said that, I think, in that scene when she was right before she went back. She was like, it was because of me. Like, you helped me. Like, obviously you helped Mr. Set Out Bitch, but you also helped me figure my shit out. So it's like, this is what you're supposed to do in a way, you know? So if he does pop in and out, that changes. She's not going to need help anymore, so she's never going to go back. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is.
And then he doesn't help those people.
Correct. It took us a little while, but we figured it out.
Yeah.
Overall, I liked it wasn't my favorite season by any stretch, but like, it was the character moments, and I think that's for the whole show in general.
I am happy that Rory didn't turn out to be like bad.
Of course, yeah. I didn't think she was going to be bad per se, but maybe she had more intentions. But
right, because you never know with these Celestials. They all had like ulterior motives.
Michael was the worst out of all of them,
hands down.
Let's answer some questions.
Okay.
Because I know these are some of them. On Patreon, Celia Fox, very loyal supporter.
Yeah.
Asks or says, "No, I don't want the Lucifer journey to end."
We don't either.
No.
I've been upset about it all day.
I know. Not for like the reasons you would think, but like
no, because I like watching it.
Yeah, I'm never going to get to see these characters.
Yeah,
again.
get excited to watch it.
Her first question is, what do you feel about Lucifer's journey, growth, experiences, and changes from when we first met him way back in the pilot to the choices and emotional growth, or not, by the end of the series?
I thought it was great. Like, I really liked him as like a lunatic, obviously.
But I feel like he never really lost that, you know?
No, not for the most part. The only thing I didn't like about him is like how long it took him to like figure things out. Like in like how how emotional he was about like things.
He would just make stupid decisions.
Almost like a baby. Like, you know what I mean?
But they were all like that. Him and Maze were the exact same way.
It was all those Celestials. They all like threw like little baby temper tantrums.
I don't think Amenadiel ever threw a tantrum. He was,
no, not
he was
really.
He went about things in dumb ways
lost.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his journey was a little bit different.
Yeah, his was. Especially coming to like have somebody kill Lucifer and naming him.
Yeah.
Giving his blessing for him to be God.
Yeah, right, exactly. Her second question is, which of all the characters do you feel has had A, the most satisfying journey, B, the most difficult journey, and C, the most unexpected journey? Start with the first one, which is, which of all the characters do you feel the most satisfying journey?
Amenadiel.
Correct. 100%.
That was exactly what should have happened with him.
Yes. We were a little frustrated in the beginning. Remember when he was losing his wings and we were like, oh, come on. Like, he hasn't figured it out yet. Like, you know?
Yeah. That took way too long.
Yeah.
He was powerless for a long time.
I mean, when you think about it, he didn't really use his powers after he lost them.
No, he still wasn't able to
slow time down ever again.
He did it one time.
I mean, he's God now. He can do whatever he wants. But I mean...
Yeah, he was only able to do it that one time.
Yeah.
Afterwards, right?
Yeah, and he didn't even do it on purpose. He just did it because he was freaking out.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I feel like, what Rory did, too, in a way. Like, maybe it's similar. Like, their powers came out because they were going through something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then who had the most difficult journey? Probably Lucifer. Or Maze. But it depends what you mean by difficult. Difficult for me to watch? Maze, for sure. But
yeah,
in terms of the character on the show...
Well, Dan's was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Ella's was kind of rough. Not so rough.
No.
She only had like a couple little hiccups.
I think it's got to be Lucifer. But I feel like that's almost a cheat answer. But it is like,
yeah,
just because his stakes were so elevated, in terms of like he had to.
Maybe Charlotte. She had a crazy journey.
Well, it's most difficult, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So in terms of difficult, like it has to be Lucifer, or Dan.
Dan, yeah. Because Lucifer at least has the fallback of being a Celestial.
Correct, yeah. The most unexpected journey.
I don't know.
It's not Lucifer, Dan, or not Lucifer, Amenadiel, or Chloe, because I kind of feel like we had a good idea of where their characters were going.
I guess
Dan probably.
Yeah. Dan.
Ella never really changed.
Ella didn't change.
Like, Linda didn't change. She's always been the same smart.
Remy and Uriel dying super fast was like was pretty surprising.
But this is just for characters like which character I don't. Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I think it would probably be Dan.
Yeah,
because I didn't see him dying like that, and I didn't see him.
There was
like
a couple times where like I was like, what's going on with him? You know what I mean? Like him going bad and then dying and like all that stuff. Yeah, he was like probably the most roller coastery character, kind of.
Like I said, I didn't expect him to die that way, and I didn't expect him to come back.
Sure, Maze was more like being a baby and a brat.
Yeah, that wasn't. I wouldn't call it unexpected.
No, she was like annoying for a little while.
Oh, quite a while.
A long time.
But Jerry gave me what I wanted in the end, you know. She also asked, which character throughout the whole series would you consider the most notable villain and why? It's got to be Michael. First of all,
Michael
he
did the most damage.
shit.
Michael did the most damage, for sure.
Oh, I want to ask this now so somebody in the comments can answer. If they can. I feel like we never got clarification on. They said an angel can't kill a human.
But Michael slit that guy's
clearly
throat.
Killed the guy with, but it was because he had the thing, so it doesn't count. But he's still a human.
Yeah.
And he killed Chloe, but she had the thing, so that's got to be what it is because they both happen to have the thing.
Yeah. That's
Did she have it? Yeah, because she said I got the thing. She was holding it up, and then he stabbed her with the staff. Yeah. That must be what it is then, because it's a coincidence that the two humans he killed. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, I would definitely say Michael is the worst.
Michael's hands down the worst, yeah.
Kane was good.
Kane was...
But I don't think he was as evil as...
He wasn't. He was more
Michael.
like he wanted to die.
Right. Yeah, I think it's got to be Michael.
Michael, for sure.
Next question is, was there any plot line in any of the seasons that totally surprised you? And then she goes on to say, I know we have 8 episodes to go. You must have been binging. We definitely have.
Yeah.
But I'll say it now. Thanks for the most fun and entertaining Lucifer reactions. I shall miss them, but savor the last 8 episodes with pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks. This one was the most surprising.
Yeah.
For sure.
It wasn't.
Them having a daughter?
Well, yes. But I'm talking about, like, from start to finish. You know what I mean? It's harder. I'm trying to go back. It wasn't season 1, because that was the whole Malcolm thing. Season 2 was the mom. I guess when you think about it, like, I could say, like, season 5, just because, like, we got God, which is surprising. And then when he ends up leaving with the mom, and then never comes back.
He did never come back, yeah.
Legitimately retired.
Yeah. They got me with that one. I definitely thought he was coming back.
Yeah, we're going to sound like idiots. We've been saying that every episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But, yeah, I would say either this season or the God season. The last 2 seasons. Because season 3 was Cain, right?
Cain.
Or was he 2?
Cain was 3, I think, because the
Yeah.
mom was 2.
Yes. Yep.
And then 3. And then who was 4? I was trying to think of this earlier today, too.
Check it real. You can probably just like go to... We'll remember as soon as you go to season 4, you know?
Oh, the priest?
Yes, the demons and the priest. And
Yeah.
Chloe finding it. She knew at the end of the... Okay.
And then Michael.
Yep. I did like the priest.
I did like the priest a lot, too, yeah.
Like, he was... That actor, I love that actor and everything he's in. And
he was cool. That was just a stupid Chloe arc.
Yeah.
For a little while.
Yeah, I wasn't in love with that arc. Mm-mm. But at the same time, I got it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's not been anything, like, even if, like, I didn't really care for it, like, where I'm like, this is super outlandish. Like,
I never hated it. Like, I didn't love that finale, but I actually probably enjoyed it.
Talking about it afterwards, it's like, all right.
It makes a little more sense now.
I get it, but...
Yeah, it wouldn't have been my...
I don't like it.
Right, I preferred it to if he was there.
Yeah.
All right, on to YouTube questions. I'm going to do my best with your guys' names, but first one is Mike Vitosky. I think I'm close on that one. I'm guessing he doesn't speak great English, just because I'm gonna fix it for you though. Are you guys still mad at Jerry? If yes, what about? And he put Dan died with a crying emoji.
Yeah, well, always, because Jerry's just an asshole that loves us seeing us in pain.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I give to Jerry is that he gave me my Maze and Eve relationship.
He's very talented.
That too, yeah.
That's what all we'll give him. Other than that, screw you, man.
Just because.
Yeah.
Francis Gordon asks, if you had the ability to change one aspect of the show, what would it be? 1 for the character, 2 for the plot. So for character, my answer is going to go hand in hand with both character and plot. I would have liked to have seen his priest friend come back, or him interact with him from the first season.
Yeah.
In some fashion, in this last season.
Right.
Like, that
because
would have
only
been
in
cool.
the last season was he able to even get to heaven where that would have been a possibility.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, he wasn't able to
Well, he
go.
was there at the end of season 5, the finale, when he saved Chloe. But he was only there for like a hot
Just
second.
to save her.
Right.
Yeah. That, and I didn't like how, like, long it would take them
Yep.
to, like, figure things out, like, tell each other things. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so frustrating.
That's why I loved it in the second, or in a couple episodes ago, when they were all at the club and Ella was like, well, like she like screamed at him for that like specific reason.
Yeah.
Like, why are you still at the end of the world and you
Like,
guys are
you're still keeping secrets? Yeah, that was, I mean, it was just, like, crazy. It was, like, everybody knew everything, and you were still so cryptic about, like, everything. It was,
And that was like a running theme of the plot
With,
for every
with
season.
all of the Celestials.
Yeah.
That was, like, my biggest pet peeve with them.
What about for a specific character though? Would you change anything?
Yeah, I think I would have changed, like, Dan's, like, corruption with Malcolm. Like, there was no reason he needed to do any of that.
Well, that takes away everything we just watched over the last
Not
two
really.
seasons.
Not really, because, like, the same guilt he felt was for being... That was after he had already done good, and he had already been good with all that stuff. Like,
I
the
feel like there
guilt
was
in
another-
hell that he was in was because he felt guilty about Trixie, so nothing still would have changed. Michael didn't make him feel guilty about the stuff that he had done. He had just made him feel guilt. Like, you could have made him feel guilty about things and, like, still convinced him that he was going to hell without, like, what was the one, like when he shot Lucifer, I didn't like that. That was
So
crazy.
that's when he found out about Lucifer.
Yeah, but after Michael had convinced him. So, like, now you know the devil and angels are real, like, but, like, you're not gonna go kill one of them. Fuck out of here.
I kind of understand what you're saying, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he didn't... Like, Dan was too good of a person later on and in between those little things to, like, where I felt like you could have done without him.
I feel like the problem is, too, is in season 1, at that point, he wasn't really corrupt anymore. He had been a little dirty before we really ever saw him, I
Right,
think.
and Malcolm just used it
Against him.
Against him, right.
Threatening
I
his
know.
family and whatnot. But then him and Maze did...
But, like, every time
Get
that
back after
something
the
like
Russians.
that happened, like, Dan would always be like, oh, I gotta be, like, hush-hush about it. Where, like, you know you don't have to. You could be like, oh, I fucked up back then. Malcolm's trying to blackmail me to do this shit.
Yeah, but that wasn't...
Okay,
It wasn't
yeah.
just that. It was he gave the person up to get killed by the Russians.
Yeah, I know. Well, he did that with
Maze. Yeah.
Yeah. That I don't even think he should feel guilty about. That was, like, something fun. He did it with Maze.
Well, yeah, but you're still giving a guy to get killed.
Piece of shit, though.
I don't even remember who it was now. Do you?
Yeah.
Next question is from Marcia Santos Elder. She said, you guys are awesome, and the cat, too.
Penelope,
Nah.
say thank you.
She's all right. She goes, my question is, what kind of show is Lucifer? How would you recommend it?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I've been trying to get my brother to watch it, and he still hasn't.
Yeah.
And I keep telling him it's hilarious. That's always the first thing. And the celestial part is always awesome.
Yeah. It's a tough one
kinda
to explain.
And I try to tell people, like, it's very serialized in the first couple seasons, specifically the first and second seasons. And third, I guess, really. It didn't really stop until, like, the fifth. It slowed down, I mean. But that's also part of the funniness of it, the serialness.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right, and, like, they take, like, a religious concept and make it not religious,
but also
semi-religious and, like,
they make it
fun
interesting,
to,
right?
to talk about and stuff.
Well, they
And
make
not
it
without having to have any sort of religious stance.
right. Like they made it fun. Like if there was religion, like or if it was real, that's exactly how. Or, like almost just like how I would like it. You know. Like I was thinking about
I
that.
would hope it would be right.
Like when I saw Dan and Charlie, like, the reason I really love that scene too, because I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, I really hope there's something like that, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that would be so cool.
Yep.
All right, next one is from Jacqueline DeMattia. She asked, now that you two have finished the show, is this the ending you were expecting? No.
Not really.
Kind of. Well, we kind of expected a Menendez.
You thought, yeah, Menendez being God, you thought he was going to go fix hell. I just didn't see him just leaving her. I mean, like I said, I get that they're going to be together forever now, and that like little blip means nothing, but...
I mean, it did to him. Think how long it
It
probably
does
was
to
for him.
thousands of years.
Right.
If not longer.
It was definitely easy for... I don't want to say it was easier for one or the other, but it definitely was easier for Chloe.
Well, Chloe's time was much, much shorter.
That's the only reason why, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
I
like,
didn't say that.
again, like, yeah, I guess because she would never go back. Like, that's why Chloe couldn't...
Tell her.
Like, how awful to just sit there and let her,
That's
like,
what she
hate
did.
him and, like, cry and, like, and never, like...
For the greater good, my friend.
Yeah.
Next one is from Terry Fisher. She asked, what was the biggest shocker / twist that floored you? That's her first question. That floored me? Probably God showing up.
Well, you knew he was showing
Yes,
up.
but I wasn't ready for it in that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's either
Charlotte, Dan dying.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends what you mean by floored. Like, I usually take that as, like, I was, like, excited by, but it could also mean, like, I'm pissed about, you know? So, for both meanings, I would say God for, like, I was like, oh, shit, that's awesome.
Mom.
What, well,
She even existed.
well, yeah. But I was going to say probably for being pissed, it was definitely Dan dying.
For sure.
And Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because I was not expecting
I
that
wasn't expecting
until the very
Charlotte's.
last second, you know?
Like, at least, like, Dan's, like, he was, like, kidnapped. So, like, you're
We
like,
kinda saw it coming,
oh, something
yeah.
could be happening here.
They were just in the
Charlotte,
park
like, Kane was
talking.
going to kill Menendez, and she just jumped in front of it.
And it was Kane who did it. We always forgot that.
Yeah.
She also asked, what season was your favorite?
I was thinking about that earlier this
Mm-hmm.
morning, too. It has to be season 2. I love Mom so much.
I'm trying to think. If season 5 wasn't so long,
Season 5 was long?
yeah, wasn't it?
Oh, that was like 20 episodes?
Wasn't it?
Something like that? Yeah, but 1 was like 25.
16. Well, that's why that's not my
1
favorite.
and 2
either.
were like...
3 is 26. That's what I was going to say.
And-
All right, so 3 and
Oh, yeah.
5. Specifically 3, though, because I did like the Kane story.
I liked him, too.
It was just, if that was not 26 episodes, you know?
I just have like a big crush on Mom.
I agree. I think season 2 is fantastic.
So, I loved her the most.
Yeah, it's definitely between 2 and 5 for me, I think.
Yeah, I could give you those.
Just because I loved the God was cast perfectly.
Yeah.
The relationship
And it
scene.
got a little more celestial, and that was cool, yeah.
And the serialness of it kind of went away. Like, we weren't going to a case every
yeah,
episode.
well, we could do that. We could pick both of them, because one of them was a Fox
Netflix,
show, and
yeah.
one of them was a Netflix show.
Very true. Excuse me.
Get your shit together, man.
Not a frog in my throat.
Dan?
Dan, too. What was your favorite storyline? I think we kind of answered that right now, or no?
Yeah, kind of, not really.
So well, I'm assuming you're going to say the mom storyline.
Yeah, I did like that one the most.
I'm trying to think. I would say between the mom storyline, I did love, because that was all interesting, like how he sent her to the different her own universe. and
All
all
of it
that.
was pretty cool.
And then you have the real Charlotte come back. You know, like that was all really cool. Yeah, I would say the mom,
The real Charlotte was season 3, though, right? With Kane.
because she came back at the end.
And
They
then
sent her
joined
at
the police
season
force.
end of season 2, and then she came back. Yeah,
Yeah.
because then Kane kills her. Yeah. She also says, "I really hope you do a post-series finale video and answer anyone else's questions." Kind of what we're doing here.
Trying.
Yep, trying our best. Next question is from Vane Q. What was your favorite season storyline? We kind of got into that one already.
Yeah.
And was there any smaller character or characters of the past you wish they would have included more? I know I said mine already.
The priest?
Like, for me, it would be Linda's biological daughter. And then there's my other question, but yeah, the priest for me.
This guy said the biological daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I would have, like, especially in these last few episodes.
She could have, but I understand it.
Like, I would have liked, that would have been nice to see her at, like, Chuck's birthday when his wings came out. But then again,
yeah.
But then she would have saw the wings come out. So.
And then you would have had to tell her who everybody is.
That's another point. I don't know if, like, I guess Trixie has to know in the future about everything because of,
I would
like,
imagine.
what did they tell her about Lucifer? Because
Right.
she has this.
That was the only thing. Like,
half-sister
why
now.
didn't he have like a wrap up with her? He definitely should have, because he didn't like the kids. You know what I mean? Obviously he loved Trixie, but like he made it a point to like talk down to her as like a child and stuff. Like they should have had like a real heart to heart before he left.
At the very least, but I was just thinking, like, in terms of like the season as a whole. While I didn't hate the Rory storyline, I think a cooler way to show Lucifer as a parent would have been to be a dad. Now that Dan's gone, to be a dad to Trixie.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been awesome. And
Right. Now he left both these girls with no dad.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Thanks a lot,
forever, Jerry. And Trixie's. What happened to you, Jerry?
Yeah. Right. Daddy leave you too?
Yeah. Sorry.
He also says the last 2 episodes are bonkers. Hope you guys enjoy them. I'll miss your Lucifer reactions when you're done. Hope you go for a similar show like Supernatural or something of the sorts next. Well, you're going to have to wait and see what we watch next.
Yeah.
I don't even think we really know yet.
Nah.
Kind of. We have some ideas. But thank you for that. Next one is from, oh boy, Aegeus Dunising. Definitely butchered that.
Yep.
He says, I know you guys appreciated this show a lot, but one positive and one maybe negative type of question. Who was your favorite character and why? I think we went into that already. And if you could change one thing about the show, whether it's about a character choice or a plot line or even a smaller detail, what would it be? I still stick with mine I said before about I would have liked... I don't think they should have not killed that priest off because I think that emotionally was great for the moment.
Right.
But I would have liked to have seen something more with him.
Well, right.
Because I just thought that was such a cool storyline.
Because they were integrating people from heaven and hell onto Earth, so there's no reason why he couldn't have come.
I thought it was just so cool because, like, I thought he could have been like he didn't know for sure who Lucifer was, but he also did.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, and he was like all part of God's plan.
Right. It would have been cool to have another interaction with them. I agree.
That was one of my favorite episodes. And then as far in terms of changing one thing about the show, that's kind of goes to the same thing as that.
Right.
Yeah.
We answered that too.
Yeah. Last question is from Kaylin S. She asks, absolutely loved all your reactions, guys. Thank you very much.
You.
What is your favorite scene from the whole show and why?
There's been like there's a couple that come to mind. Like
that's a tough one.
Him flying in to save Chloe with those wings and stuff.
When he broke through the glass.
Broke through the glass and like then like wrapped her up. Like that was cool as hell. Full Devil was awesome.
Oh, when he
when all the demons were around and he just shut him up with like one like. That was great.
Yeah, because he had like the whole devil look to him, right?
Uh huh.
That was good. In terms of like, because I'm trying to think of scenes that aren't like, you know, badass scenes, you know, like.
Well, those are my favorite. Yeah.
No, I know. That's why I'm trying to pick both.
Obviously, at any point when Eve and Maze are kissing,
no,
you're obsessed with that one.
That's without question.
Who wouldn't be?
Right. Exactly. Me.
I like to pick on you, pal, but I love it too.
We all know Jerry's a pervert. That's why he left it in, just like I am. That's why I enjoyed it. No, they're both beautiful. Every girl in the show was
so gorgeous,
absolutely stunning. Linda, they're all great.
Love them.
Kaylin also asked, what other biblical characters would you have like to see the Celestial family interact with? It's a good one to end it on. I feel like we almost... I don't know anymore.
Yeah, what other ones? Like Moses and them?
Oh, that's true.
Jesus.
I was going to think, I was like, that's the obvious answer, though. Because did they ever even mention him?
So the problem is, I feel like if they were going to show Jesus, I would have wanted, for some reason, I would have wanted him to behave how Adam behaved. As just like a cocky, arrogant asshole. Like, yeah, I died for all your sins, guys.
We didn't talk about it much after the Adam episode, but because we were just...
Adam was hilarious.
For that one episode we got him in, he was one of my favorite characters.
So hilarious.
He was... And I'm so happy they didn't make him like into like a bad guy for an episode. Like they kind of turned him around a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like he was a scumbag.
He was a real dick, but like
he was trying.
In his defense,
yeah,
like she was made for him directly. So like, you know what I mean? Like he did talk down to her, but
even he said it like
treat her like shit.
I don't know any better.
Right. That's what I mean.
That's why he's like letting Linda teach him. You know.
It was just the two of them.
That was great. I'm trying to think.
But yeah, like that. That's really it, right?
All right. Since it's the last one, we'll do one final. I'll have one final question for you, and I'll answer it too. It's the obvious. We have to give our final character rankings
of our favorites,
and they all count, Lucifer included.
Okay. Favorite character.
I think we both obvious. Number one is obvious for us.
Amenadiel.
Yeah. In terms of just, because the easy answer for me is Lucifer, just because he makes me hysterically laugh every single episode.
Because he's got a little bit of Amenadiel in him, but he's still like a wild.
But Amenadiel never, ever, the reason why Amenadiel gets the most laugh, he never frustrated me once in the entire show.
A tiny little bit in the first season.
But he didn't, not because of anything he did.
Yeah, he was just said correct. That's true.
Like, he was a pain in the ass in the first, like, handful of episodes. But that was it. And I didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't disappoint me when he was doing that because I didn't know any better yet.
All right, I'll give that to you, too. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's the only edge he has over Lucifer. Yeah. And then Lucifer's number two.
Amenadiel, Lucifer, for sure. And then... I guess it would have to be Dan, man, that. Because, like, Dan really...
He made me hysterically laugh.
Yeah. I really liked everything about him. Dan.
His death was devastating.
Very. Yeah, and then...
Ella. I loved Ella.
Yeah, I would say...
Honestly, 3 for me is between Ella and Dan. That's how much I liked Ella.
Yeah.
It's
Ella,
also just because I
Dan,
have a crush
they could be interchangeable. Then Chloe.
Yeah.
Then...
Maze.
I'm putting Maze last because of her terrible...
Because of how many times she just frustrated me.
She really bothered me a lot. So Linda's like above her. Chloe, Linda, Maze. In that order, final answer.
For the main characters, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's the main character list. What about sub-characters?
Charlotte, obviously, I dream about her at night.
All right, I'm going with Eve as my number
I love her so much.
Eve is probably my favorite because she was just
Eve's
so
a strong number.
Besides being absolutely drop dead gorgeous, she was cast perfectly, and the actress played her perfectly.
Yeah, there was a couple times where Eve annoyed me.
Well, of course,
Charlotte never really annoyed me like that. Yeah,
but it was just I'm talking just from like how perfect. Like I bought that was Eve because like she was so like I don't want to say ditzy, but like also just like so bubbly
naive
and happy
and stuff. Yeah,
you know.
No, I like him. I like him strong and stern, pal.
Yeah,
I'll take Charlotte any day of the week.
I did like Charlotte a lot, so she'd probably be my number 2. I'm trying to think of other sub characters. The priest doesn't count for me because he was only in that one episode. Mm-hmm. I'm talking like reoccurring.
The other priest could count.
I did like him. I liked Cain too, though.
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he was just a douchebag in the end.
Yeah, really turned into a real scumbag.
Because he killed Charlotte.
Abel was actually funnier.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Abel, yeah. That was funny. This is depressing.
Yeah, no, we can't rank all of them. Every single character. Get out of here.
I know. I'm just trying to stall because I want to end it. This is it.
I know.
This is it, pal. But maybe we'll get.
We had a good time.
We had a good run.
Real good run.
Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.